So we are at the Ravaged Beach. It is time to do some leveling up, it appears. So that is what we will do.
Forward.
Just love how they did the environments here.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Yeah, nothing too heavy going on. Hunting action, disengage, you can retreat safely. Moving won't provoke opportunity attacks that can come in really useful at just the right time before you get put down. We also have cunning action dash, cover more distance. This turn double your movement speed, which basically means double the distance you can travel. Then we have cunning action hide. You can hide from enemies by succeeding stealth checks. Stick to the dark and avoid enemy sightlines. Attacking or casting a spell will reveal your location. So nothing groundbreaking, but still pretty cool stuff. The first thing we will do is we will pick up Shadowheart. Can't really go to camp until you talk to her, unless you want to prolong picking her up and having her as a member of the party. And you won't get another opportunity to until you access Emerald Grove. And so having a cleric when you face the goblin horde that's outside Emerald Grove, it can be most beneficial.
Open up.
We'll wake her. Thought about reaching for the artifact, but I don't want to pick her off.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our gift friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
Do you have any idea where we are?
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
I accidentally pressed number 2 before. We'll go ahead and ask that question now. Again. Do you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
You want to stay together, I take it.
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alrighty. Let's get moving.
One thing. Just before we go. I wanted to thank you again. For freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod. But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
So we will continue with the Gathering Companions quest here in a bit. First we'll go to camp, dump some things there. I'm carrying quite a bit actually. We do need to level up Shadowheart. for what it's worth. It really gets under my skin that you cannot select her subclass until you get Withers. Yeah, we'll go with that for now, I guess. The Sanctuary is not a bad thing either. So yeah, we'll pick this up momentarily. Okay, so this is camp. Pretty self-explanatory. You have a couple storage chests over here. Well, I have one. I thought I have two. Usually there's a green one here too, but for some reason that's not showing up. What's in here is part of the deluxe edition, just some extra items they give you for paying for the deluxe edition. Bewildering Adventurers pack has some things in here. Animal speaking potion, potion of flying, mind reading, which I've never really used. Some camp supplies, those are always welcome. Potion of sleep, and some dye. And of course, whenever you want to rest, you click in the day, then you select your camp supplies and you go to sleep.
Anything of use?
Back over here is a magic mirror that will allow you to modify your appearance, your voice, and things like that. Basically brings you back to the character creation screen as far as aesthetics go. You can modify how hirelings look. You cannot modify how any of the origin characters look, such as Shadowheart or Lae'zel, Gale, Astarion, all of those. So yeah, that's a brief tour of camp. I'm going to dump some stuff, do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we will continue on. Just a note before we continue, these are bags recharged, I think it's called. Let me double check that. Bags Reforged is what they're called. Basically, it gives you the container for different types of items you'll find in the game. Here, this is the container for ranged weapons, helms, hats, helmets, armor, gloves. So you get the idea. I mean, there's a container in here for just about everything. And some of them have automatic filtering, some manual. It's just provides a real easy way of managing your inventory. So with that said, let us grab Shadowheart and continue. Yeah, she still has everything we gave her in the Nautiloid. We are pretty sparsely outfitted right now.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Should have looked for some kind of auto route.
Another step forward.
That would really cut down the playing time of this game.
What's hiding here?
With such a mod, though, you would quickly become overwhelmed with weight. You'd need a weightless mod.
Let's have a look.
I remember I had tens of thousands of gold at the end of my previous playthrough. Now I have like 66.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
That book was called Shanties for the Bitch Queen. Yeah, I think maybe I should have dumped this too. It's going to take some getting used to. And it seems to stick things in odd places. So we have Shanties for the Bitch Queen, a salt-stained collection of sea shanties meant to honor Umberlee, goddess of the sea. Just a couple poems in here. Yeah, they are definitely worth a read if you haven't read them before. For now, though, I think I will take that bag to camp. Yeah, I took that back. I dumped that bag off in camp. It's nice that it auto sorts everything, but I really can't tell at a glance what he's carrying, which necessitates looking through each of those bags. So I think I'll just go about collecting and sorting stuff manually, at least initially, so I get an idea on what I have. Here on this poor fisherman, we have a letter titled Perfumed Letter. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. And keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they've always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Poor guy never made it. Suppose I better turn on screenshotting. Definitely take that. Thieves' tools. And we have a waypoint. That ancient door there leads to some ruins, a ruined crypt, or crypt in ruins, and inside there is he's not a companion, but he will assist you in respecting your characters and giving you additional help that are called hirelings. It'll be a little bit before we can get to him.
We get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
But as Shadowheart said, there is another way in there. We'll just have to work our way to it. We're not prepared for the fighting or the traps that await us in there.
More of those wretched things.
Interesting how they just kind of ran off. We'll pick up some companions before we investigate the wreckage too much. That way we have some assistance when it comes to fighting. So we get elixir of fire resistance, another caustic bomb, and a bronze ring.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
All right, what now? Wish I had a bag of holding.
We actually do have
Find a
one.
way forward. Better not be cursed.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
What's going on with that room?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
Go to slap it.
Perhaps I should have clarified. A helping hand. Anyone?
Who are you?
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
Sleight of hand.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
At introductions.
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Nautiloid as well.
Never mind the Nautiloid. How did you get stuck in that stone?
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
Hi, I took control of the ship, landed it safely, and saved the day.
That vast burning wreckage behind you somewhat contradicts your story, but here you stand, so who am I to argue? Still, swashbuckling heroics aside, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not?
I could not have phrased that more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as seromorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I'm no stranger to high-stake extractions, but these tadpoles are beyond even my light fingers. I can't cure us.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
I'm sure they will. So, we have the Wizard of Waterdeep. God, I love this game. Okay, so we can choose his subclass. He's already got the most powerful one, which would be Evocation. There's several different subclasses in here, but for what we need to make it through Baldur's Gate 3, all the different kinds of opponents we're going to face, Evocation is the way to go. At least for me, and the way I play the game. May not be true for everyone, of course. Actually, I think we may keep that. He's going to be pretty far out of the fight. I think we can get away with bypassing mage armor for now. DC at 13. Well, we'll give it a try. See how it transpires. Or how we transpire with it, rather.
No traps, please.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Exactly. Where is she? Okay, next we will pick up Lae'zel. And then we will ferret out Astarion, who's somewhere around the wreckage. Forget exactly where. Alright, let's go free Lae'zel.
How much farther can I go?
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zor's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
And let the goblins have it? No. We take it to the grove. Zoru was Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Rather demanding for someone in your position. Why should I?
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
Hey, you two. This creature is dangerous. Get out of here and leave it to me.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Blast? I could use more specifics.
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in need of dire healing. Where is this camp?
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Kinda thought she might say that. Pick up that short
Observe
bow.
and listen.
Enough dawdling.
You'll
Get
hear
me down.
goblins before you see them.
As you say. The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You know, a simple thank you would not go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
What exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gale tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright, let's journey together and find this creche.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Alright, we're up to 4 members. Let's do a couple things with Lae'zel. First off, we will level her up. Won't get much at level 2. Just an action surge. And that means she can gain an extra action to use during a turn. And it's not predicated on long or short rests. I think it's predicated per battle. Now let's see here. We want to give her Everburn. So we'll pass that to Shadowheart. I typically run all special weapons and other items through Shadowheart. That way I know which party member has them.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Up until
Should mine
level 4, we're on the same trajectory that we would be in a vanilla game, but after 4, the levels keep getting harder and harder to reach. Require more experience points.
Go. Another broken trap. Who made these things?
Now, for Astarion, we'll have to go through the Nautiloid, what remains of it anyway. So I think we will make a full journey of it and circle back around to where we picked up Shadowheart. Hope that I won't regret this decision. Actually, I'm not sure that Gale can make that jump, but he's going to have to. Yeah, he made it fine.
Traps, please.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
So each of these have 22 hit points. I gotta check something. That's what I thought. I forgot to turn this back to Tactician. $49, that's a little better. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be acting all studly at this early stage with all the extra difficulty I've added to it.
Victory is assured.
Fight against the Goblin Pack is going to be a real chore. You need to be able to dodge is what you need to do.
A rough tempest I will raise.
hand down already. First fight.
Battle of wits.
I am fury. I am death.
Don't tell me you missed. Okay, good. She did not. Dude, you gotta get a little better.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Victory awaits.
Hopefully Lae'zel can take that thing out. Nope, not even close. That was the wrong one. Hey, you made a miss. Awesome. Holy crap. That does not bode well. I should have kept it on Explorer mode.
Let's have a look. Another step forward.
Cool. Simple toxin, I'll take it. Take whatever I can get at this stage. Couple bombs, void bomb, and I don't know, what was the other one? Oh, spike. Spiked bulb. Yeah, I'll take that healing potion after all the ones that he just sucked down. Don't run into the fire.
But mind Flayer. It's hard.
I mean, you can see that it's there. Why do you do that?
Dangerous one. Do not let your guard down.
That music is for the Myrtle Tribunal and the Temple of Baal, which is way in Act 3.
Very well.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion?
No, I'm furious.
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Concentrate on its thoughts.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
I'm not going to lean in for a kiss. Resist the intrusion with everything I have. Well, at least it was not a 1.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Caustic and void. Void bulbs. Oh, they can be quite useful indeed. You can use them to suck opponents back into Hunger of Hadar or other area of effect spells. There he is.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Quickly roll away.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Put the knife away. Maybe we can talk.
You'll talk. I can... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. He connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things, somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same, were our roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Tell him my name and story.
Is
No,
that so?
darn it.
We clearly move in different circles.
Now the conversation's a little bit out of whack. I meant to press number 2 or press number 1. The first response is him asking if I know anything about the worms in our heads. Yes, unfortunately I do know. They'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it. We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Huh, that's a good point. You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Welcome aboard. We have a hidden cache down in here to the left. In that cove, we will head down there presently. First, we need to level up this guy. And maybe take a short rest or a long rest. Level 2, yeah, he got the same actions as Titus did. I do have an animal speaking potion back at camp, but you try to talk to him, all he'll do is run away. He doesn't really give you any kind of information.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
So here we have an ornate chest. 2 potions of speed, gold, an agate, ruby, Harper's notebook, and a Harper's map. Interesting. Harper's notebook is a tattered collection of reports held together with a moon and heart seal. There is frequent mention of sacrilegious activity among the local Selunite sect. Now we'll check out the map. The stained, ragged map has passed through countless hands. A little heart marks an area called Moonrise Towers, with a small inky crescent sketched in the nearby forest. Below the crescent is a more recent scrawl, Cache. We'll be finding that.
What's inside? What's this?
Key is probably around here somewhere. Since I can lockpick it, I will. We have a helmet. We'll put that on him. Since he proved to be quite the sissy against the Intellect Devourers. Maybe that'll help a little bit. We'll go away, we haven't gone. Oh, we have gone this way. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, that's where the dead Mind Flayer was. Or dying Mind Flayer.
Not much use anymore.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
And yet another. Hardly the warmest of welcomes.
There's that dirt now.
Are they all like this? I hear shouting ahead.
Music to Githyanki ears.
We have a dirt mound here. It's our first of many. This one contains 43 gold and magic missile. That's pretty cool. And with that, we will head to camp, rest, and fight some goblins. Hello, Gale. That's very up close and personal.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche.
We're hardly going to turn while taking a rest, are we?
The parasites inside us do not rest. Even as we speak, they defile our brains and warp our bones. Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Oh, now that we're here, first night at camp, let's go talk to some people. Well, Shadowheart wants to talk anyway, so.
What were you two talking about?
We were just discussing next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel.
You don't trust Lae'zel?
She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed. Sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
I don't think we're due that kind of fortune.
Do you mind? I'm brooding.
Go to hell.
Good evening to you, too.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
No, it's not. What's on your mind, Gale?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
What can I say but that you're right? We're in deep shit.
Point well made. I see. I'll wake you bright and early. We'll need to find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Indeed. That was an interesting conversation. I don't think I've actually had that with him before. So let's get some rest and we will continue and access Emerald Grove now that we've gathered some companions.